Hello everyone. Alright, so you might be thinking, hey, so it's been a while since you've made some commentary that isn't entirely just story. You'll be right. Um, Now let me preface this with saying yes, the title is seeing is correct. This, I have 12, usually 12, and here 0. And you're gonna see to my gameplay that I am not the best WuWa player. I am not a good WuWa player. In fact, I'm probably the most skill issue WuWa player ever. But why don't we explore the topic? Why don't people clear TOA? Or even WiWa in the first place, anyway. Here's the thing with these types of endgames. They're repeatable, right? Like, for example, so you face this guy, right? You could probably see I probably already messed up there or something. I don't know if I did, but probably did. So if I did mess up, it's like this. Do I restart because I messed up that time, or this time actually? Or do I just say fuck it and just continue playing in hopes that I will get 3 stars? In which case, oh my gosh, this is already ruined. At this point, you should probably have already uh killed, or no, have already been on Carlotta and have been doing substantial amount of damage. Now, you might be saying, oh, isn't this because you're talking and playing at the same time? You would be correct. But in situations like this, for me, I've played this like stage for a while, and as you can see, I'm stuck in 2 stars with this thing. It's like something about them that is very boring about them, you know? Like, I think the perfect way to explain how TOA specifically works is how you play this. Most of TOA is literally just doing the same rotations over and over and over again, which, yes, that is what gameplay is most of the time. Like if you're facing an enemy that isn't like does completely dies in the first rotation, then yes, you're gonna have to do your rotation again and again and again. But what I'm saying is it's just the same boss over and over again, and you're trying to also dodge, you know. For example, I know this is a good way to like do things on combat games, but I just can't execute it well, man. Like every time I try to do any of it, there's always like that one tiny sliver of mistake that will pass through. And that could be the case between clearing this TOA and not clearing this TOA, which is a lot. Like for example, by this point, a lot of my runs, you should be fairly close to killing this guy, but right now I'm not. You could say that there's a lot of things that there should be definitely improved in my rotation, such as like, not getting hit all the time, but that will require to perfect dodge, and like, I'm gonna show you later, but I have 100% all of Renacita, so it's not that I haven't been doing anything on the game itself, it's just I don't do uh TOA stuff, or even like whenever I have to do Dream Patrol in like Renacita, you'll see later. It's just particularly annoying sometimes on how specific those things are sometimes. Like, okay, look at that. The thing is, if you're using a character like Carlotta or even any character, you don't really need to play like expertly in order to clear. Clearing is not a problem. 3-starring is. In certain Dream Patrols, if you don't remember, it's do this specific thing 2 to 3 times in order to stun them. For example, I think that's most of them are just ways to stun or counterattack a single enemy. I have something I want to show you, and I vividly remember it because I had to look up a guy for this one. I had to build a team in order to complete this, and it's this one. So in here, you need to perform 3 counterattacks that interrupt the next weapon enhancement, which means you either have to play insanely good with a Camellia team, which, by the way, even if you play an insanely good with a Camellia team, you could just kill the person. You could just kill the knight and not do any counterattacks. So I had to use a Jian. And well, yeah, with his ult and I think Broadblade in general, I think he's better at counterattacking. Like Camellia is specifically for I think Camelia's not she's not gonna she's either better for dodging or she's gonna automatically counterattack. But the thing is, the guy moves around a lot, so the vines, for example, are likely going to just not catch him, or the normal sword form, you're mostly gonna get hit on the air. So yeah, GN is the way here, and surprisingly, I beat him. Is how I would correlate it to TOA. Like, if I can relate these two, it would be that they have specific things you have to do that you wouldn't encounter in normal gameplay. Like, when I'm defeating an enemy with Calcharo, I don't think I need to dodge all the time. Like, for example, when I was farming Yinlin's boss mask because I just got her. So when you fight this boss, right? You can totally clear this with like you can totally clear this with a Calcharo or Shangliao team that has no damage. But I don't. Like, I don't think I need to just do a bunch of moves in order to dodge this guy, when yes, I do dodge sometimes, but sometimes I miss those dodges. And for me, it didn't really matter because I just cleared it anyway because I needed the boss mats. Or more accurately, to farm the boss mats rather than using a chest for emergency situations. For me, the gameplay like that is how do you call it? It's too stressful. Not that I'd be stressed while doing it. As you can see, I wasn't particularly stressed, but like, there are Astrad rewards which are good, by the way. Like, they're 3 to 3 pull, which isn't particularly much, but when you're a gacha game, it's like 2 to 3 pulls of a potential 5-star, right?
I see my way.
Shut up. So whenever I take an approach to any of endgames, like any endgame in Genshin, HSR, CCZ, BGR, I always tend to just, I don't know, just clear it with like my best like possible team. And if
I
I
see my
fail,
way
if I like
clear.
get 2 stars, or like, I don't know what's the equivalent of like basically 75% way there, I'm just gonna go call it quits because I don't think I don't think I should care this much about clearing this when I have so much else to do. Like, for example, well, I didn't clear TOA because I was clearing Renacita, and well, yeah, you saw my Renacita, right? Clear, all of Renacita. Let me show you. All of Renacita is 100% because of one neat thing that Renacita has that the rest of the world doesn't have for some reason. Casket sonars are still having used casket sonars, but here's the thing. You have very specific objectives. It's like having a quest. Like, I like knowing what I'm supposed to be looking for. Like, for example, treasure spots. Treasure spots are, I think, the best way because the Genshin way of like just piling random chests and random shit into like random places. Like, don't you think that there's gonna be spots where there's like a bunch of treasure, or like basically you're just stealing stuff? What the other areas get a bit wrong is that you just basically have to use a loot mapper and figure out where it's supposed to be. Like, sure, you can look up a map, but yeah. I do holograms, but only up to difficulty 3, not even 4. Because I I put that difficulty 3 when I realized that you couldn't clear. I think I had a hard time defeating these two in 3. So I just stopped there and I followed it through even in, like, for example, I think Dirge was easy to do in like 3, but like Hege, for example, I think she's gonna be hard to do in 4. But I don't know. I haven't played 4, and even though it's just a couple of Astro Wars, you could probably try to. I won't. And so I did other stuff, like just clearing a Sita. But the point is, Endgames like WuWa or TOA or holograms are for me something that I will probably do, but would not try to perfect if it's too hard. Like if I can clear it with like more skill issue ways, then I will do it. But if I can't and then fail to, I just won't. That's it. Anyways, I guess see you in another commentary video because I can do this now. Bye. Peace.